This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJXOXO. This reading is on Ab-Soul, but before I start, here is my disclaimer. Everything I say in this reading is alleged. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. My readings are subject to interpretation, and they should not be taken as absolute. This is going to be a quick reading. So Ab-Soul could be somebody who's really generous. He could also need financial assistance right now. And I'm getting the energy of somebody who's so giving. It's going to be easy for him to get back. Like a lot of people probably went to him in a time in need. So there's either going to be multiple people or a specific person who remembers that and will return the favor, basically. I feel like he could be dealing with some financial issues. In his spirit, he's a genuinely good, generous type of person, but I feel like he could be in a time of need right now. But his past generosity is going to be a blessing for him to receive from others. Other people will be generous with him in this season, in his season of need. Others will be very generous. He could be like a master at things. He could be super talented, super creative. He's just like into self-mastery. Anything he puts his mind to, you know, anything that he's passionate about, he excels at. He could be really good with his hands, as far as like, even I'm hearing push and pen from when I first started pulling the cards. I heard push his pen. So he could be real, like a really good writer. I feel like even when I don't know his status in the industry. I'm not familiar with him at all. I don't know any of his music or anything like that. I even had to Google him to see how he looked. But I feel like even when he was, or if he is still rapping, he's so good at it. But I do feel like they probably tried to bring people in to write for him. But he is excellent with the pen. He can push his own pen. He's very talented with his hands. So anything that has to do with hands, he could probably even be into candle magic or spell work, or he could be connected to a female that does spell work for him, or a female could have done some form of spell work on him. But he is like a really I'm even getting the energy of moon rituals. Moon rituals. Somebody working in alignment with the moon and the moon phases to do spell work is the energy I'm getting. I'm pulling the cards in the wrong direction. But he reached the end of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle, a close of a cycle. I'm getting the energy of like a change, a transformation, him needing balance, him lacking balance. You see how the woman is standing on one leg? I feel like this was something that he lacked. He was unable to. I'm getting the energy of like balancing time, managing time, even managing money and finances. He lacked balance. He could have been somebody who gambled a lot. He could take a lot of risks, because I'm looking at the dice on her chest. So he could have taken a lot of risks. He could be a gambler. Maybe he lost money or spent a lot of money gambling or something like that. Ab-Soul is a star. He has that star energy. This is about wish fulfillment. I feel like there's something that he's healing from or needs to heal from. I feel like there's a woman in his life that he prayed for. There's a woman in his life that he prayed for him. I'm even getting motherly energy, like maybe he was going through issues and his mom prayed for him. But I also get love energy, like there's a woman who truly loves him and prayed for him to enter her life, and also prayed for his healing. But this is also about wish fulfillment, like I said. So I feel like his dreams were fulfilled. Like he always wanted to be a star, and he received some type of wish fulfillment. But I get the energy of him becoming a star impacted his mental health in some type of way. So he has women in his life that genuinely love him and pray for his healing. But there's a female connection. This is also like a female energy. This could be his mom. His mom could be somebody that's really about money, and I feel like his mom could have been an inspiration. She could even be the one that like got him out of trouble or helps him with financial trouble. I get the energy of like maybe she was a single mom. I don't know for sure a fact, but that's what I'm getting. She's a single mom. She could be into entrepreneurship, or she could just be a hard worker that's really about her money, and like she did everything to take care of him or raise him. I don't know if his mom was in his life or not. That's the energy I'm picking up. But I get a strong maternal influence in this man's life, especially with his creativity. Like I feel like he is highly influenced by his mom or a motherly figure. This is about like backstabbing, betrayal, losses, nailing a coffin. So I just get a lot of like, I feel like somebody could have crossed him in some type of way, or there could have been like a feminine energy that crossed him, or he crossed this feminine energy in some type of way. But there's disappointment, sadness, loss, grief energy that I'm picking up on. Somebody just feels hopeless and like there's no coming out of it. And this is also a death card, so I'm getting the energy of a death, of a feminine energy, or feminine energy mourning his death, whether he's alive or dead. His spirit or soul could have died in some type of way is the energy I'm picking up. But this is like an end to something. So maybe there's an end to a relationship, like they called it quits and there's no turning back type of thing. He could have gambled this relationship, or his gambling or like the lack of balance could have impacted this relationship in some type of way. But this gives me the energy that he's a playboy. He's super suave. He's super generous. Like a playboy who likes his freedom. So even with this energy, like I feel like there's a woman that really loved him. She prayed for him, wished things would work out with him. He is loving. Like he's everything that she could pray for, except for the lack of loyalty is the energy I'm picking up. Like he's generous, he's giving, he's loving, he's nurturing, he's caring, he's compassionate, he is everything. But I just get the energy that he wants to be free. He doesn't want to be tied down. This could be past, present, future energy. And he could be really romantic and loving, generous, giving. Maybe even this female energy is the female that he turned to for financial support and assistance in his time of need. But he's a free spirit. There could even have been some substance issues, like maybe some substance abuse issues or something like that. And I also get the energy of like him wanting to be free, not really wanting to settle down with one person. But still, you know how like there are guys that are like perfect, like they're perfect. They just are not faithful. And any woman they're with, they treat really good. And I just pick up that energy. I don't know. With regards to his career, could he have been a whistleblower? Could he have been a rat snitch, a government informant? Could he have been someone that exposed other artists in the industry? Or he could have exposed the music industry in some type of way. Maybe he considered it. People probably got wind of him considering doing it, or he did do it. He refused to be silenced. Somebody's headed to jail or prison. I don't know if this is him. I get the strong energy of this being connected to like an op or adversary, or someone that he was connected to in the music industry. Somebody who's like a friend or a manager or a boss or something like that, but just didn't have his best interest at heart. That's the energy I'm getting. But this could also be him. This person heavily engages in illegal activities despite popularity and wealth, and they could be under federal investigation right now. So I don't really necessarily get, this could be Ab-Soul, but I don't feel like this is Ab-Soul per se. I feel like this is somebody that he's connected to, or someone powerful in the music industry. I think Ab-Soul reached a point where he felt like the music industry just wasn't for him. He could have quit the game, or he's considering it. It says leaving career due to unhappiness. There's too much red tape. Even with the creative control, and I said in the beginning, pushing his pen. Maybe he wasn't allowed to write his own lyrics, and they brought people in to write for him, and the lyrics that they were writing was not in alignment with his soul, with his spirit, with his ideologies. No creative control is on the card. Sometimes I say things that are on the card, but I don't actually look at the cards, and I don't really have everything memorized in my head as far as to what I have written on the cards. So I did say the lack of creative control, and I did not even acknowledge that it was on the card initially. I didn't notice it. And it says just not good at the game. Just not good at the game. He could be an excellent rapper, but he's not about the politics. He just, like, some people just want to show up, they want to rap, they want to put on their best performance, but there's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of things that go on in the background that we don't know about, and stuff like that that impacts these artists, and they don't want to deal with that. They just want to rap. They just want to perform. And it's something that he's angry about. It looks like a failed project that was outside of his control. Maybe he could be dealing with relationship issues. This could be work or personal relationships, as far as a romantic relationship. There's some missed opportunities that were outside of his control, and there were takedown plans revealed. So this energy of the person going to jail, I feel like, who's this? They were working with him, but they were not like it's like you appear to be working with somebody, but you're actually working against them. And I feel like they could have tried to take him down. Absol. And I see sacrifice, curse, get spiritual protection. So he could have been under spiritual warfare. He could be under spiritual attack in some type of way. It says someone is plotting to kill you or harm you. So he needs protection. It says rival record company setting you up. So he could have ops that tried to set him up. They could have been setting him up for ruin, failure. Film execs setting you up for ruin, failure, or whatever like that. So people wanted him gone. They could have set him up for something like that. And even with the rivals, we look at the word rivals, but also his own record company could have set him up for these type of things. This is all alleged. Nothing is factual. It's all based on cards, oracle cards, tarot cards. Not my personal opinion, just reading the cards. And it looks like he could have been pushed out of power or position, but I also feel like whoever his boss is or an authority figure, that person is also being pushed out of power. They are also being pushed out of their position. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you is what I'm hearing. It says missing friend, family after relocating for work. I miss you. Sad over death of industry friend or label mate. Song in love and memory of crossed over friend or loved one. So he could have lost someone that he loved. This could have been a label mate or even just someone in his life, like a family member, friend, lover, one of those things. One of those people. Beefing with blogs. So he could have beef with the blogs. Somebody's ruthless and they will do anything for money, power, and respect. This could be Absol. I don't know him at all to know his energy. This could be him, but this could also be that executive or manager who's supposed to be on his team but really isn't. Underhanded practices to win. Someone is winning unfairly. Someone has cheated to win. And it says collab with artist who dislikes adversary. So jealous, envious of label mate or adversary, knows they are not as talented as their adversary. I get the energy of Absol being super talented. So this is like one of his ops is the energy I'm picking up. Whoever he had beef with, whoever he was going against, they know they're not talented as him is the energy I'm picking up. He could be dealing with a lot of financial issues, past due bills. He could have been fake flexing, like he's somebody that could have acted rich. He flossed money, acts fancy, shows off. And this is that executive I'm talking about. This stable, rich business owner, CEO, BD energy. This boss daddy is this music executive energy that I'm receiving. Maybe he could be working under this person, or this could be a music executive of one of his ops at a opposing label or something like that. Yeah, he could be dealing with car issues, financial issues. People talk about him. He talks mess about people. So he's like the subject of God. And it's so crazy that it landed on this person. I feel like there's something that this person could have asked him to do. He provided him with a dirty offer. This gives me dark energy. You know, that music industry, demonic, satanic, illuminana type of energy. You know what I'm saying? A dirty offer, and maybe Absol just did not want to go along with it, and that could have affected him in some kind of way. I feel like because of his financial issues, one, he could be dealing with legal issues, or he could just be dealing with legal issues outside of whatever financial issues he's dealing with. He could be dealing with an eviction or something like that. I'm saying that I don't know what he's really going through personally. I don't necessarily pull confirmation, clarification cards in these type of readings, so I don't know exactly. I didn't get down to the nitty-gritty, but it landing on these financial issues with the car and the past due bills and stuff, it could be like eviction, like dealing with homelessness or something like that. But it could also be like a civil lawsuit for all I know, a criminal lawsuit. We did see the jail thing or whatever like that. So there's a woman in his life that wants him back, and I feel like there's also a feminine energy that he wants back. But there's a feminine energy that's thinking about him, longing for him, craving him. She wants him back. And I feel like people were desperate. They were using desperate measures strategically to take down this Absol guy. They were being strategic and using desperate measures to take him down. And we got the dirty offer and an offer. So I'm even wondering if he got a offer from a positive perspective. So it's multiple energies I'm getting from this card. This is about protecting your energy. When I see the cup, like the cup of coffee, the cup of liquid, that's usually about protecting your energy. So I don't feel like he was protecting his energy when he entered the music industry. I feel like he got a dirty offer. I feel like initially the offer was a good offer, and then when he really like got into the mix of things, he realized how dirty the offer was. And then I also get the energy of like him turning his back on the dirty offer and possibly getting a good offer and wanting to go in that good direction, but the person who gave him the dirty offer was like, oh no, you're not gonna get off that easy. So it's like you have to be mindful of what you get yourself into, what you agree to, because once you're locked into certain contracts spiritually and contractually on paper, you know, it's hard to get out of it. Like when you make deals with the devils, you can't just break contracts, unfortunately. Ab-Soul needs to seek therapy or counseling when necessary. He needs to learn time management and organization. I feel like we've seen that earlier with the World card. It says write your own inspirational stories and poems. I feel like he's a wordsmith, and from the top of the reading I kept hearing pushing pencil. He's an excellent writer. He's really good with his hands. Identify and work on your weaknesses. He needs to meditate and practice mindfulness. So he could be a really soulful, even with the name Ab-Soul, it gives me like a namaste, yoga, you know, burn incense type of person. He could be really deep and spiritual, possibly. It's spiritual. Explore your spiritual beliefs, I swear. Pamper yourself with a spa day. So this could be for him or that feminine energy. And this is about self-care too. It doesn't even necessarily mean going to a spa, but just even investing in self-care. So he needs to start putting himself first and investing in self-care. It says make self-love a daily practice. He needs to love on himself and the people who love him. Set aside time for hobbies and interests. Set clear and achievable goals. He needs to read books on personal growth and self-improvement. And I'm seeing the books like the law book, like the powers, the art of war, and that power, like a law, powers of law. I forgot the name of the book, but something like that is what I'm seeing. Listen to your body and rest when needed. There's an important message about self-care for Ab-Soul. I am praying for him. I'm praying for his career. I hope whatever contract he was binding into, whether it be spiritual or physical, Lord, oh God, please bless him, heal him of whatever he is binded into, free him of whatever he is binded into. Thank you so much for listening and watching, everyone. Happy healing. Until next time.